nevertheless, we're here. I think you wanted to know our reaction dun sa
Yeah.
TRO yata ni Bato.
Yeah,
Yun ang
let's start
nabanggit
with
na
that first. Yeah. Okay.
Oo.
No,
Well,
because
unang-una, yes,
go ahead.
please go ahead. Please
Hindi,
go
because
ahead.
the Senate President has repeatedly said they will only recognize arrest warrants coming from Philippine courts. Now, what do you make of the Supreme Court now not granting Senator Bato a temporary restraining order?
Yes, yung linabas ng Senate, ng Supreme Court, hindi pang maliwanag. They said they will post the decision on Monday. So mahirap pang mag-speculate kung anong basehan ng decision. Wala naman ruling on the merits. But if truth be told, ang pagkaintindi ko, kasi maliwanag, I was the one who led the investigations on the kidnapping of former President Duterte to The Hague. And it's very, very clear there's a process that's indicated both in our Constitution as well as in the extradition laws. Unang-una, kung mag-issue yung ICC ng warrant, ang magsiserve niyan, kasi they have no enforcing agency, is the Interpol. The Interpol then calls the Philippines, their counterpart, which is the PCTC, or the Philippine Council on Transnational Crime. They will then apply at the local court for a local warrant. Yun ang intindi namin. So the denial of the TRO is perhaps until now not conclusive to me, because I need to see the basis, and certainly the Supreme Court will mind the Constitution as well as the very clear-cut extradition laws of the Philippines. The mangling of extradition versus surrender, para sa akin walang basehan yun kasi maliwanag, Pilipino ang idadakip, ano? Ang aarestuhin dapat ay Pilipino, Senator Bato.
All right, I think we're losing Senator Marcos. I think it's because of her Wi-Fi. All right. Okay, Senator, this is quite unfortunate. We're losing your signal.
Yes.
All right. Okay, wait. Subukan natin. Opo, ma'am, tama kayo. Malabo po yung signal nyo. You got off, You completely got off for a period. So, you talked about the process. Binanggit nyo yung proseso, right? Ang
Yes.
sinasabi po ninyo sa ngayon, okay, to shorten it, ito po. Some experts say that with the Supreme Court decision, the warrant can be served against Senator Bato. Do you agree with that?
No, we don't agree with that. As I said, I investigated the kidnap of former President Duterte to The Hague, and it became very apparent from all our legal luminaries, even our former Supreme Court Justice who actually framed the Constitution, as well as many, many other experts, that the law is very clear. A foreign warrant cannot be executed or enforced here in the Philippines without a counterpart local warrant. We have not surrendered our jurisdiction. We are still a sovereign nation. It is our own local warrants that will prevail when the arrest is of a Filipino national. Maliwanag yun Kaya hindi ko maintindihan bakit sino-shortcut nila. Maliwanag naman, sundan lang yung proseso at magiging maliwanag. At saying that Senator Bato is a fugitive, I'm not his lawyer, but he walked out of the Senate like anybody else would, because the Supreme Court had just granted 72 hours. He did not escape or flee, as it were. He just walked out together with Senator Robin. Ganun lang yun. I happened to be hanging around until quite late, so I saw that they were getting ready because I was looking for food para pakainin yung mga PNP na hindi pa pala kumain. Yun lang. Kaya alam ko, lumakad sila ng normal. Ayun.
Okay. Now, there's been some criticism with President Marcos Jr.'s actions na atras abante, because on Monday they tried to serve the warrant, and come Wednesday or Thursday, the president had a clarificatory statement to say walang utos to actually arrest Bato, and yet on Monday the NBI was serving the warrant. Where are we when it comes really to this ICC warrant? And what do you think was the reason why Malacanang suddenly went from arresting Bato to suddenly instructing the NBI to stand down?
Kaya nga hindi ko maintindihan. It's very, very confusing. I'm exactly in your position. Litong-lito ako, hindi ko maintindihan kasi paiba-iba. We actually started with this drama on May 11 when the NBI suddenly appeared on the premises and they say they were allowed to by the previous leadership of the Senate. Sinunggaban si Bato. Naku, lakas ng loob. Nakipag-wrestling kay Bato at nasaktan si Bato. Duguan siya pumasok and he voted with bleeding hands. No? And then thereafter, the NBI also beat up, talagang kinuyog yung isang tao namin, one of our security who was trying to prevent them from entering the area where the senators were, because the Senate, like Congress and the Palace, has its own security network. You get in there with coordination. Bugbog sarado yung security namin nung Lunes at sinabi namin, but kayo nandito in the first place and the poor guy had to be sent to the hospital. So that's what happened. May gulo na. Big fuss is being made about the fact that OSAA, our security, fired the first warning shot. And I'm not here to lawyer for them, but what I know for sure is that everybody was on heightened tension because a lockdown had been imposed. We were all waiting for the articles of impeachment. We heard drilling in the wall. They were actually trying to break down the wall from the GSIS side. And the NBI was all over the place already, and they couldn't prevent them from coming in. We were only 2 doors down. Tama yung kay Senator Pia. Nakaka-nervous talaga. So the security shot, and then it began all these volley of gunfire. 44 yung basyo na nahanap doon sa may bintana. It was very, very scary, and rightfully our majority senators really complained that this is not quite right, and the NBI really put the senator really attacked the Senate. It was very, very apparent.
But right, as Senator, I want to ask you 2 questions on that. First, number 1, did Bato have to run away? I mean, when the NBI was serving the warrant, that conduct, that chase by the stairwell, being a senator of the land, shouldn't he have just spoken to the NBI and allowed himself or surrendered? The act of running makes him act like a fugitive, Senator.
Yes, I agree, because the CCTV that was shown was actually cut. It was edited. He tried to talk to them and then they jumped him. Ibang usapan yun, because there were so many of them and they jumped him. Isa lang yata o dalawa yung security niya, layo-layo pa. They really jumped the guy and started pummeling him and wrestling with him. He tried to speak to them. I'm not here to be Bato's lawyer, and I'm actually thinking forward that the issue really was not Bato after all. It was really the leadership of the Senate, because
Okay, Senator, we've lost you again. Okay.